First, we asked the students what media they have watched in regards to Arabs, Muslims, and the Middle East.
I've seen American Sniper recently.
I guess we're gonna go with news media.
We're gonna just go with Aladdin. Yeah.
Then we asked them what they thought of the representations of the Middle East, Arabs, and Muslims in the media. These are some responses to what themes they have seen and if these representations were positive or negative.
I guess in general it was just like, you have a lot of regular people.
Yeah.
But then you have a few outliers, like you would have the people actively fighting back against the Americans. Most of the people out there had like nothing, just wanted to go about their lives.
Okay.
Probably why you have a class on it. They're being portrayed as terrorists,
exactly.
somewhat.
I think Jafar had like a very strong accent, and he was like the evil character, whereas like the other characters all had
Absolutely
American accents, and they were good.
Lighter skin, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that was something that I noticed.
It's like the only movie where the Arabs aren't terrorists.
I guess the negative themes is that you had them killing Americans, and it was from the American viewpoint, because it's always from the viewpoint of that winning party. So I guess they were represented as like subhuman.
Yeah.
Positive, I don't think there was much positive representation.
I'll sit with you. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's some subway. There was people who were giving like Muslims like crap for wearing, what's it called, the headdress?
The veil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they were being pestered so much that they were being forced to take it off so that they could just ride the subway in peace. And so there was a big movement that started about people would have signs that say "I'll sit with you," and they would protect them from the people who would pester them so that they could sit with their deals on.
I know the Genie song just goes through a bunch of Arab stereotypes.
Yeah.
I remember he says Sherazade had 1,000. He goes through all the every Arab stereotype of talent we have. Yeah, that's problematic. Mm-hmm. All white voices. Very interesting.
Finally, we asked them how they would change or alter the media to have better representations.
I mean, it probably isn't helping the case, but I think because it's a war film, it'll be more towards...
Yeah.
I guess that's how people just expected it to be.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to have a bunch of really nice people shooting it. I mean, you could represent the general person, but I guess that makes for bad film. If it was just 95% of the time me going in the home, drinking tea with elders, as opposed to the war film. So I mean, you could, I think it was Generation Kill was more towards that effect, because it was 10 hours instead of collapsed in an hour and a half, too.
In my women's studies class, we actually talked somewhat about it. I know there were articles and different interviews with girls who wore the veil, and they talked about how it wasn't really an oppressive thing, it was their choice. Yeah. And so I think getting individuals to talk about it and to really share their voice will help show the real side of it.
I feel I don't know, I'm just thinking of the problems with the movie, but it's an extraordinarily exoticized depiction of the culture. First off, everybody's either a really hot princess or a thief. So I don't know, I think that there's just in general in media a good counter activity towards this would be to just depict characters that are Muslim or Arab as the way you depict white characters. You don't need to have the terrorist or the princess be the Arab character. You could have the doctor or the wife or the lawyer or whatever else be the Arab character, the romantic lead, whatever else. So I don't know, I think the problem is there are no characters that are not Arab in that film, are there?
Yeah.
And the entire film itself is very exoticized.
Yeah, I guess just have more of a variety of characters that you would see in real life instead of
they're all royals or thieves.
Yeah.
I hope you all enjoyed our film. We all came to some conclusions about students' thoughts on the representations of the Middle East through the media, and we would like to share our thoughts with you.
I hope this film encourages people to think critically about the media they consume and the thoughts and ideas it may suggest, specifically about the Middle East, but also in a larger context.
The type of representation in media is often influenced by what is believed to be popular among audience. However, through these interviews, we can see that the views on the representation of the Middle East in media can be varied. I hope that producers will take this into consideration.
We found that the perspectives of students on campus varies a lot, and that their views of the Middle East, Arabs, and Muslims really depends on their background and how much exposure they have had to this topic. But I believe people can benefit a great deal from learning about other cultures.
Thank you
Thank you
again
again for watching our film.